This is National Native News. I'm Antonia Gonzalez. South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem is introducing two bills that create separate funds to address any issues that may arise in the event of actions against the Keystone XL pipeline. One fund sets up a litigation costs for the state and counties, while another would be used to bring suits against those who the governor says participates in riots. Lee Strubinger reports.
Governor Noem is releasing these two bills during the last full week of legislative session and 17 working days after the deadline for bill introduction after the Senate amended the rules. One bill sets up the Peace Fund, which requires a pipeline company to set up a bond of no more than $20 million per project. The state and counties can request claims from that fund to help pay administrative costs in relation to charges brought during pipeline construction. The other sets up a fund that targets those who participate in or fund riots. Noem says she considers actions taken against the Dakota Access Pipeline in 2016 as riots. Noem says this approach to dealing with pipeline construction has not happened anywhere in the nation before.
And this next generation pipeline construction model was developed to directly address issues caused by out-of-state rioters funded by out-of-state interests that have attacked nearby projects.
Noem says this legislative package comes after her office met with TransCanada, the company building the Keystone XL pipeline, as well as law enforcement and lawmakers. The state's tribes were not consulted on this legislation. Governor Noem says the bill drafts were finalized this weekend, and she's looking forward to tribal feedback now that the bills are public. Rebecca Turk is a lobbyist with Dakota Rural Action, and she says the bills are troubling.
Clearly, these bills are, aimed at undermining any kind of dissent or any kind of, even, threatening protected speech protest, which is covered under the First Amendment.
Turk says dropping two brand new bills the last full week of session is at odds with the Noem administration's pledge of openness and transparency in government. Thursday is the last day for bills to pass out of either legislative chamber.
That was Lee Strubinger reporting. Chairman Harold Fraser of the Cheyenne River Sioux Tribe says he's disappointed with Governor Kristi Noem. In a statement, Fraser expressed concerns over the lack of tribal consultation involving the pipeline bills, adding that corporation needs are being pushed. Fraser also raised environmental concerns over the Keystone XL project. The chairman has been an outspoken advocate for water and environmental protection and a leader in the fight against the Dakota Access Pipeline. Some Native leaders in Canada, including the National Chief of the Assembly of First Nations, Perry Bellegarde, responded to the resignation of one of the Prime Minister's cabinet members Monday as a loss for Indigenous people. Jane Philpott, considered an ally, worked with Native leaders on a number of issues, including child welfare and improving water, when she was Indigenous Services Minister before being moved to the Treasury Board. In a statement to Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, Philpott pointed to the recent shakeup in the federal government as the reason for her resignation. The scandal involves allegations by the former Attorney General and Justice Minister, who says she faced political pressure by top government officials to step in and resolve a corruption case involving a leading Canadian engineering company. The CBC reports Jody Wilson-Raybould testified before a committee in Parliament last week that when she was Attorney General, she was pressured to spare the company from criminal prosecution. Native leaders across Canada are closely following the scandal. I'm Antonia Gonzalez.
National Native News is produced by Koahnic Broadcast Corporation with funding by the Corporation for Public Broadcasting.
My day one.
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 Day one. Telling inspiring stories of alcohol recovery. Recovery works. Hope starts here. Go to recoveralaska.org to learn more.
Support by PrairieEdge.com. Our special selection of dried herbs are chosen for superior quality, and many, sage, sweetgrass braids, red willow bark, and cedar, are wild crafted. In Rapid City or online at PrairieEdge.com. Wopila.
Native Voice One, the Native American Radio Network.